everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. It's time for another Empties video. If you like Empties videos, then be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below because I often have Empties videos. It really surprises me how quickly I go through some products, whereas others it takes me a while to get through. And it definitely feels like buses. Sometimes I won't finish a product for ages and then I'll finish loads all at once. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. As always, there's 10 products that I'm going to talk to you about in no particular order, but I'm going to start off with skincare. I finished up another one of the Roche-Posay Serozinc. This is one that I've used up in a previous Empties video, so you'll recognise this. This is a facial mist. This is a very fine mist that you spritz onto your face, and it's meant to be very good for acne because of the inclusion of zinc. To be honest, I don't notice a huge difference to my skin whether I use this or not, but I like to use a mist before applying my serum after I've cleansed, just to add some moisture back into my skin, and then I lock it in with my moisturising products, which is my serum and my moisturiser. Whether I'll repurchase it, I'm not too sure. I picked this one up just on a whim, to be honest, after umming and ahhing as to whether I'd repurchase it in my last Empties video. So I have done previously, but I don't know if I'll continue to repurchase it. It's nothing special. I feel like it's slightly overhyped, but I do certainly enjoy it. As I said in my last Empties, where I had finished one of these up, I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it. It used to only be available in mainland Europe, but now that it's available here in the UK, I potentially consider repurchasing it. Another product that I have previously repurchased and would continue to do so, despite not really liking cleansing wipes, is the Good Things Total Wipeout Cleansing Wipes with Raspberry and Cranberry. These have a sort of berry yoghurt scent, which is very pleasant. They're affordable. They're my favourite cleansing wipes on the high street because although I don't agree with cleansing wipes, sometimes, you need the convenience of them. And these are really good because they're a nice thick fabric, and they're also satisfyingly moist, so you do feel like you're actually removing some makeup as opposed to just moving it around your face. I wish that they had a clip fastening, but I store them upside down and that seems to help prevent them drying out. I've got a full review of these on my blog, so I'll link that below, but I would definitely recommend checking these out if you like wipes, because they're nice ones compared to some. And then I didn't really finish up this product, but it's past its best. I can tell that the scent has changed and it's no longer really any good. This is the Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream Nourishing Lip Balm with SPF 20, and I liked using this on holiday. It does have that sort of slightly greasy formula that that lip balms presented in this sort of tube tend to have, so it's not my favourite, but I did like that it had the SPF in it, so I used this whenever I was specifically going to be exposed to the sun. It's just a clear lip balm, nothing special. I probably wouldn't repurchase it because it is the pricier end of the scale, but I enjoyed using it whilst I had it. I just didn't get to the end of it before it changed, purely because I only use it in the sun, and I'm based in England, so we don't get to use things like this that often. However, talking of sun care products, I did use up the Bioderma Refreshing After Sun Milk. I liked this. It was nice and cooling, and I do trust Bioderma as one of those French skincare brands. I've done a full review of this on my blog. I didn't like the high concentration of mineral oil within this, but I felt like it added moisture back into skin after I'd been tanning. I only really tan my body. I don't tan my face because, well, for obvious reasons, I don't want to have premature aging. Not as bothered about my body premature aging because I figure I'll cover it up with clothes. But this was very nice. I used it up after a recent holiday. Nice fresh scent, lightweight, it sank into skin quickly, didn't leave a sticky or uncomfortable residue. So I liked it. It does say that you can use this on face or body. There's no way that I would put this on my face, but for body it was nice. I could potentially repurchase it, but I'm not going to rush out and do so because, well, I don't really have any need to be honest. I used up a couple of shower gels. I had previously used up the smaller Sugar Crush Soap and Glory body wash, and so I went for the larger size because I really enjoyed it. It's a nice uplifting, sweet yet fresh, zesty fragrance of lime. It smells like a summer cocktail. Very nice to use in the mornings. It's uplifting, not necessarily energizing because it doesn't really contain essential oils, but I really like the fragrance. I like the functionality of the pump dispenser, and although it's a pink bottle, you can see how much is remaining, which I liked. I feel like I go through this pretty quickly. It doesn't give the best lather, so you might want to use it with a body puff to make it go further. But But it's very affordable. Soap and Glory is often on 3 for 2 in Boots, and who doesn't like Soap and Glory? It's hard to find somebody that doesn't. I really like this, and I would definitely consider repurchasing it. I love the scrub of this as well. It's just a nice scent. I don't find this to be particularly nourishing on the skin. I still need to moisturise after use, despite the fact that it's more of a shower milk or cream as opposed to a shower gel. But that's not really a complaint, because that tends to be the case with most body washes for me. So I liked this and I would consider repurchasing it. I already have done. And the other one that I used up was the Korres Fig Shower Gel, which I really liked. I love the Korres packaging. I think it just looks effortlessly chic. What I don't like is that it's got all these like ingredients that it says it doesn't contain, but then it contains sodium lauryl sulfate, so I do find them a little bit drying on the skin. You need to moisturise following use. This did the job. It was a nice shower gel. I enjoyed using it. I love anything with a fig fragrance, so pretty unsurprising there that I enjoyed it. My favourite Korres shower gel is the guava one, which is a nice tropical fruit fragrance, but this is probably my second favourite, so I would probably consider repurchasing it, and I think that these make really good gifts as well. I rarely have baths. I like baths, but I prefer the convenience of a shower. But I recently had a bath and I popped these Bamford bath salts in Geranium with Lavender and Peppermint in them. So it's just a little sachet, but whilst I don't usually include samples in my Empties videos, I felt like I had the bath and I tried these out and I developed a nice opinion of them. Very short ingredients list. It's a nice natural product. I mean, they're bath salts, there's not a great deal I can say. They didn't add any foam or anything to the bath, but they just added the most wonderful fragrance, very room-filling fragrance as well. And I don't really like the scent of geranium when it's on its own, but this blend was just lovely, really helped me unwind and just soak away all my stresses and relax. Oh, it smells so good. I almost want to put this in my drawer with my clothes, but that would make me a little bit crazy, so I won't. I'm not sure that I would repurchase this purely because I don't have baths that often, but if I did, then I would definitely consider repurchasing these because very, very nice product indeed. This was just a little sample sachet that a friend gave me in with a gift that she got me. But very enjoyable treat. How are we doing? My battery's flashing at me. I've got 3 products to get through. Clarins Extra Firming Body Cream. I think I've got a review of this on my blog, so if I do, I'll link that below. This was pricey. It was a big tub. It was 200. This was only 200 mils, but it looks much bigger than that. It's a pretty greasy, heavy formula, and I actually really enjoyed using this if I mixed it with a little bit of oil. Very nice though. Not sure whether it had any firming properties, but it was a good product. I love Clarins. And although it had a sort of luxurious scent, it wasn't anything particularly fragrant that interfered with my perfume, so I quite often just applied this onto my legs before a night out, and I felt like it, even if it wasn't necessarily having any firming benefit, it just gave me a bit of a confidence boost. So this, with a few drops of body oil in, really did like make a nice treat for my leg, really did make a nice pre-night out leg treatment. I wouldn't necessarily rush out and repurchase it because I don't necessarily think that you get any specific benefits from this extra firming claim. I don't know. But it was nice. But it was very rich. Not the sort of texture that I would normally go for because it left a greasy residue. It was easily absorbed, don't get me wrong, but I didn't like the residue apart from pre-night out when it left a nice sheen on my legs. And then I also used up the Cleopatra's Body Scrub from the Organic Pharmacy. I really like the Organic Pharmacy. I'll link the review of this from my blog again below. This was a nice gel, and it was a very satisfyingly abrasive scrub without being too harsh. It has, does it say what it had in it? Sugar, salt and honey scrub infused with rose petals. It had a little spatula that came with it, which I felt was very functional because I don't tend to like jar dispensers. The scent of this is incredible. You can just smell the good high quality ingredients. But I did find that the rose petals that were suspended within the formula were a little bit of a pain because you felt relaxed and pampered after using it, and then you were like, oh, I've got to go and clean my shower or bath now. So I probably wouldn't repurchase it purely for that reason, but it was very indulgent, and I think it would make a nice gift as well because it's such a pampering body scrub. Last but by no means least is a Jo Malone Blackberry and Bay Cologne. Just one of the small 30ml ones. I've subsequently repurchased this in the larger size. I think it's 100ml, the larger size. Really, really liked this. It's such a sort of sexy, almost masculine fragrance. It's not sickly sweet like you might imagine with the Blackberry. I love this. I really like it for autumn time, but I would use this any time of year. A really nice, wearable, everyday fragrance that's not overpowering, but it's just the kind of scent that's that's like effortlessly cool, very enjoyable. I love it. I really, really liked this. One that I really enjoyed wearing, and as I said, I've repurchased. I would probably put this in my top 5 fragrances. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Do comment below with any products that you've recently used up, or if you've used any of these, what your thoughts are. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!